Hey there, interwebs, it's Taylor, and I'm here to talk to you today about something very near and dear to my heart, something that I've devoted a lot of time of my life to, and something that I'm pretty passionate about that I thought I would share with you guys. So today is May 31st, and in 7 days, I will be moving to Camp Friedlander, which is a Boy Scout summer camp in Cincinnati, Ohio, well, thereabouts. And this will be my 4th summer working at camp. I work as the handicraft director at camp. That's the area of the camp that teaches arts type merit badges, so things like pottery, sculpture, cinematography, photography, journalism, art, things like that. But then I also serve as just a general staff member to help lead songs and run meals and do campfire skits and help kids with whatever they need help with and things like that. So I've spent 4 years on camp staff, and I went to Boy Scout summer camp from when I was in 5th grade to my sophomore year of high school, so that would have been 5 years. So I spent 5 years as a camper at a different camp, and then this will be my 4th year as a staff member at my current camp. And camp is something that I am extremely passionate about, not just Boy Scout camping or even Scout camping, but just going to a summer camp in general. I think summer camp is one of the most important transformative things that can happen in a young person's life, and especially as a camp counselor, I think we all can continue to learn from camp as we get older and move on in the world. One of the things that I'm most passionate about camp is the kind of closeness that it inspires. You spend, a week, if you're a camper, with the same 20 people in your troop and the same 80 staff members. You spend a whole week with them and no one else. And if you're a staff member or if you're in an extended stay camp, you spend an entire summer with the same people. And you live with them, you work with them, you play with them, you do everything with them. Some of the greatest friendships I've formed through my years on camp. In fact, I spend more time talking to my camp friends than I do to my family at this time of year. But regardless of all of that and the emotional part of it, as far as friendships and relationships go, a lot of people ask me why I choose to spend my entire summer at a camp and why I choose a lower paying job over, having an internship or working full time somewhere, doing things that other college students would normally do or that other high school students would normally do during the summer. And I guess my reasoning for that is that A, I'm not the normal college student, the normal high school student. Well, I wasn't the normal high school student. I really enjoy doing this, and I think that's the main reason that anyone's there. If you ask someone who's been on a camp staff for more than a week, they'll tell you that they're not there for the money. If we were all there for the money, we would all quit, because you don't get paid very well. And you're certainly not there for the food or for the housing or anything like that. You're there for the experience and for giving back to the kids. And that's something that I'm really passionate about and our staff is really passionate about. And so for people that haven't had that experience, it's hard for us to explain it to them. And I can't really explain it here any better than I can in person. You just kind of have to go out and see it. So if you've never been around a summer camp or a camp staff or anything like that, then I strongly encourage you to, go out and see one if you know somebody that works at a camp, or if you are of age that you can go to a camp and you just haven't, I would strongly suggest going. I think it's a great experience for anyone to have. But then also I want to talk to the people who are like me and who really enjoy camp. Specifically kids 14 to 16 who went to camp and are slowly running out of things to do at camp, or running out of things to do other than working in fast food during the summers. And I just want to say that you should apply for a camp somewhere, whatever kind of camp you can. Because working at camp has been one of the best things that ever happened to me as a person. I developed a lot of who I am and what I do today from who I am and who I became at camp. I used to be really bad at doing things in public that were embarrassing. Like, I could speak in public, but I couldn't do, like, anything beyond that. Like, I certainly, my first day at camp, would not have expected that I would sing a song about worms to 800 people, like, within a year, but that was something that I was doing. And that seems like a small thing, and you're not obviously going to break out into song in real life. And by real life, I mean not camp life. But the confidence that it instills in you is fantastic. So as I prepare in the next week or so to go to camp and do yet another summer, my biggest resolution for this camp season is to get one more person to come up and become a staff member next year. I want to take someone who thinks they can do it and make them know that they can do it. So my challenge to all of you, if you work at a camp or if you have worked at a camp, is to keep on doing what you're doing, keep on supporting the programs and helping the kids. And for those of you that haven't worked at a camp but kind of want to, I would strongly suggest you to go out and volunteer and get your hands dirty and see what it's like, and then come spring next year, fill out that application and get out there, because it's something that you really just need to do.